Coming to you live from the Built Ford Tough Studio. Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti. It's Boomer and Gio on the Fan. Simulcast across the country on CBS Sports Network. And wherever you are on the free Odyssey app. Good Friday morning. A feel-good Friday indeed. Opening day for the Mets at Citi Field. A little bit later today, we'll have the great Keith Hernandez join us 2 hours from now, top of the 8 a.m. hour, to talk about the Mets start and what he expects from the Mets and Blue Jays at Citi Field. We'll also ask him about his response to that woman with the see-through shirt on X, and we'll ask him about his piss-poor hitting comment as well. So it's going to be a great one if we can actually get him on the phone, which is always a challenge when we have Keith Hernandez on. The New York Yankees mash again last night. Aaron Judge is locked in. Historic start. Do you expect anything less? Good morning, Boomer. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great on this Feel Good Friday. I don't know what CBS Sports Network was showing on TV there. I mean, like, I don't know
what the weather, the bad weather.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, it's a little bit bad weather right now.
It's going to be fine. It's raining
fine
now
for opening day. It's going to be great. I mean, what are we doing here? It's a Feel Good Friday. That does not say Feel Good Friday to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know if Steven's there, usually takes Fridays off, but, you know, Steven is a wet blanket type of guy, and he wants to see he's doing this now.
See, that's a much better picture.
To appease you, even though it's not a live shot. But, I mean, he's a guy that likes to throw a wet blanket, and he was doing that right now. So.
All right, so I don't want any wet blankets on this Feel Good Friday, especially with opening day on the horizon for the New York Mets and the excitement. Yeah, the excitement surrounding Juan Soto and everything that the Mets have done this offseason. And now they come home and, Pete Alonso has done exactly what Aaron Judge has done. So you put guys on in front of these guys, and what do? They mash home runs. And Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso, this is going to be a hell of a race if Pete can keep it up. I know Aaron will keep it up. I'm not worried about that. But if these two teams, like last night, I'm sitting there and watching this game in the first inning, and of course, he's got two guys on in front of him. He gets up, and boom! And that's exactly what key clutch players do. And I know I'm not talking about the playoffs right now. I'm just talking about the season, all right? So everybody calm down. I mean, it's amazing. These people are nuts. So the fact of the matter is that Pete and Aaron basically have the opportunity to do exactly what they've done this season.
Yeah, and what they did in their first years in the league. And, you know, Aaron Judge sets the rookie home run record. Pete Alonso comes up and bests it. I mean, it is, you know, they've been two guys that have been a little bit attached. Now, obviously, Aaron Judge with a much better career and got a much bigger contract and is a much better player than Pete Alonso. But what they mean to their franchises certainly is similar, but you know Aaron Judge is going to be a Yankee for the rest of his career. You don't know if Pete Alonso is, but this guy loves being a Met, and you know he's goofy, and he was talking about it yesterday, and it's super cool to go back to Citi Field, and I love it, and the fans and this and that, but I actually believe him. Like, I don't think he's full of crap. I don't think he's just saying these things. He always wanted to remain a Met. He loved the fact that the organization always had his back, and we'll see what happens in this offseason, but right now, I mean, he's gotten off to a really good start, 2 big home runs for the team, and he's going to get a tremendous ovation at Citi Field today. It might even be bigger than the Juan Soto ovation because the fans have fallen in love with Pete for years and years now. And I hope they win the game. I hope they smack around the Blue Jays and start a little bit of a run here.
Well, the problem is that the Blue Jays got 3 really good starting pitchers going for them, and starting with Kevin Gausman today. So it's not going to be easy, that's for sure.
Hey, it's not supposed to be easy.
It's not supposed to be easy, that's right. But I will go back to my initial point about both Aaron Judge and Pete Alonso. So when you watch baseball games and you watch crunch time moments or you watch moments of opportunity, which is what I would consider, like the Pete Alonso home runs thus far came in crunch time moments. You know, a lot of the Aaron Judge home runs have been in, you know, opportunistic moments. And the opportunistic moments are where you have to, what they, as Paul O'Neill will say, rake. And that's exactly what you have to do. And this is why this is going to be amazing, just watching these two players if it continues this way, because they both have players that are in front of them that will get on base, that will give them opportunities. And if they keep doing this, it's going to be an amazing thing to watch both of them throughout the season, because this is exactly why Juan Soto is with the Mets, and I think this is exactly why Goldschmidt and Cody Bellinger are with the Yankees, and this is all about setting up the guy that, you know, has got to be the man for you when he gets into the batter's box.
Yeah, and as long as Aaron Judge stays healthy, he's going to be the man in the regular season, but we know what happens to him in the postseason. And Pete Alonso, yes, so far so good with big moments and home runs this year. But how much did we talk about last year that he was the worst in clutch situations he'd ever been in his career and one of the worst in baseball in clutch situations last year? And all his numbers and all his home runs seem to come in garbage time. So that has changed so far in the first 6 games of the season this year. But he's got to do that for the entirety of the year. He can't go and disappear in big moments like he did last year. And unfortunately for Aaron Judge, this guy is a historic all-time regular season hitter, one of the best we have ever seen. But it has gotten to the point now where it will follow him forever. Anytime someone talks about how great he is, the next sentence is always, is he going to do it in the postseason this year? He can't hit in the postseason. He's not a pressure guy. He's not Bernie Williams. He's not Scott Brocious in these moments. Like, he's not Derek Jeter. Over and over and over again because he hasn't done it. But, I mean, what we witnessed in the regular season is absolute insanity.
Yeah, but, I mean, to get to the playoffs, he's carried the team to the playoffs. I mean, what else could you say? I mean, when you hit over 50 home runs, was it 3 straight years now?
That one year he was hurt for a majority of the year.
But all right, yeah, because he hurt his ankle, right, or his foot.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, he's carried the team the entire season to get them there.
No, I know.
I mean, God, Jesus. I mean, the guy is a great baseball player.
No one's denying that.
I understand it, and what I'm saying about with the Mets and the hopes and the dreams of the Met fan out there is that Pete Alonso can turn into that player consistently. So he's already given us 2 major moments already, and hopefully there's going to be many, many more. And, you're talking, you want 100 of those moments. That's what you want. You want 100 moments where he has opportunities. Think about that. Just break it down for a second.
I'll break it down.
Break it down, because nobody breaks it down better than you.
Oh, without a doubt.
But think about that. Just give me 100 moments like that during the year, and you'll be fine, and you'll get your contract, and everything will be happy, nice. Met fans will love you. And you'll be able to say that, you had one of the best seasons offensively in Met history.
Yeah, I mean, and then I don't want to get into it, but I mean, if that does happen, one of the best offensive seasons in Mets history.
That's good. That's a good thing.
It is a good thing, but also, will he get the contract from the Mets that he wants? But that's later on, and we'll see what happens there. Right now, we're just focused on this team being great, winning the division, having a shot to beat the best team in the Dodgers when it counts. I mean, all those things are the focus right now in 2025. You deal with all that other stuff later, but I'm not worried about Alonso this year. I'm not worried about Soto. I'm not worried about Lindor. Those guys are going to be. I'm not worried about Nimmo. Those guys are going to be great. It's just going to be the other pieces and the starting rotation and how good is the bullpen.
I know who you're worried about. I can already tell who you're worried about.
Well, I said it yesterday.
Yeah, I know, but you've been saying it now for 3 or 4 days.
But I didn't say it just now.
No, I know.
I wasn't going to go there again.
You've been saying it all week.
Yeah, no, but I wasn't going to go there again.
These are things that did they keep you up at night?
No, although I've slept horribly this week. I don't believe it's because of the Mets, but I have slept horribly this week.
Really? You got to do the cleanse like I do, because I sleep great on the cleanse.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's just been and I'm waking up in the middle of the REM sleep, and the alarm's going off, and this deep dreaming, and I'm just like totally out of it. And
That's
I wake
crazy.
up like a zombie, and I'm just. It hasn't been good this week.
You know what it is? But maybe it's because you're too worried about Mark Vientos.
It's definitely not that. I can guarantee
you about that?
That it's not that. No, I mean, it's maybe it's the lineup that I put into FanDuel's fantasy for the Texas Valero Open.
Yeah,
I'm worried about if all 6 of my guys that I picked make the cut. That's really it.
You're not going to do the live golf down at Trump Doral, or no?
No, I don't even think you can. I don't even think that's available.
Really?
I don't even think that's a thing.
That's a huge thing this weekend, because the president's basically talking about bringing the PGA Tour and live together, and he's right in the middle of it. He's in the middle of everything.
Yeah, well, of course. And
guy never sleeps.
That would be a tremendous thing if that worked out. But yeah, no, I'm not waking up in cold sweats thinking about if Mark Vientos is going to have a great year. It was one of the main points I had going into this season, and he's making me look a little foolish here. That's
it's early.
I know it's early, but
it's
also
early.
It's been really.
They
good.
got 156 games left.
Yeah, it's early until it's not, though. Yeah. You just want to see a flash here or there,
and every game matters, G.
Yeah, because that win in April is the same as that win in September.
Well, it's really
counts the same.
They count the same, but the intensity is a little bit different.
It is, for sure.
Right.
But
Maybe it's Vientos' necklace. Maybe that thing is too heavy.
You had that take with somebody else too. Was it? I forget.
I take that necklace off and just go play baseball. It's not. You don't need fashion statements. You just need to play baseball.
See, I disagree with that because the flair and the flash of him is what made me fall in love with him last year, and the sunglasses and the cockiness and everything.
Did he wear that necklace last year?
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
That thing looks like it weighs about 10 pounds.
Yeah. But, that's it. You really think him taking the necklace off is going to end up
maybe
hitting the baseball bat?
Well, he's throwing a ball all over the diamond, for God's sake.
I don't think it's the necklace, man. You see all these guys wearing all sorts of stuff all the time. It's not the necklace.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not the necklace.
I just maybe he's leaning one way or the other, like, when he goes and grabs the ball and then the necklace moves to the right, and then he has to throw. He's got to battle the necklace.
Yeah, I don't think it's like that big L that they use on the afternoon show. I don't think it's that heavy and that big. I think he can deal with it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, big day obviously at Citi Field. Look at that. Yeah, that's the Jazz Chisholm necklace falling off last night.
Yeah.
So
now he's all worried about that necklace and he can't worry about the at bat.
Yeah, well, he was fine last night though. I mean, this guy, hits that one foul ball. Just missing a home run, the same at bat, cranks one out there. I mean, he is super confident at the plate.
I'm sure, like, he's up there, he fouls a ball off, and it looks like it's going to be a home run.
Yeah.
And then the pitcher grooves the same pitch.
Yeah, I know.
Is anybody thinking on the other team?
Well, I think they're thinking. I just think that they can't execute exactly the way they want to every single time.
I mean, that was like a batting practice fastball right down the middle.
He was like, it was 92 miles an hour, didn't move. I mean, it was right there. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. But I don't think he wanted to put it right there. I think he probably had an idea that it was going to go somewhere else out of the zone, maybe make him chase. But he put it right there, put it up on a platter.
He put it right there.
I mean, he's got 4 home runs already, Jazz Chisholm. He said Jism. So he's, I mean, if that continues, my goodness, this lineup is going to be a hell of a lot better than people projected losing Juan Soto. If Jazz Chisholm's going to have those type of power numbers, if that's something that's consistent with him and the torpedo bat really helps him out and he loves being a Yankee, got away from a toxic atmosphere in Miami.
Yeah, but didn't he strike out 4 times the other day?
Well, yeah, but that's,
It happens, right?
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
He's been really good, though.
No, I know.
Denying the fact he's been really good
No,
so
he's
far?
been playing a good second base, too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And the more that
the little sneaky guy is Ben Rice. That guy's sneaky.
Yeah. I know. I like the way he swings the bat.
You like that?
I like the way he swings that stick. You know what I'm saying? He's got that swing. Just makes you, buckle up and say, that's a ball player.
Yeah, it's a ball player. Right?
It's a ball player.
It looks
right
like
there.
a ball player. Doesn't
Hell
it?
yeah, it looks like a ball player. Yeah. I mean, some of these guys will look like ball players. Like Brett Beatty when he came up looked like a ball player. Hasn't worked out. Really.
No, he hasn't looked like a ball player.
You know what I'm saying? But he had that sweet lefty swing and when he would make good plays defensively, it was smooth, but he's so inconsistent. He's a guy who looks like a ball player. Cody Bellinger looks like a ball player.
He looks like a ball player.
Then there's guys who really, don't look like ball players that are very good. But
like the guy Naylor.
Yeah, it does
on Diamondbacks.
Right. Yeah,
he reminds me of that Vogelback.
He's not quite as large as Vogelback. Is he still in the league?
Yeah, Vogelback, I think, is still in the league.
Daniel Vogelback.
He's got to be in the league somewhere, like somebody like Cleveland, Minnesota, Kansas City, Texas.
No, he's got no.
He's got no love, huh?
No, he is not. Not on any team right now. Free agent Daniel Vogelback. So today,
that'd be like picking up a stick if you needed one.
I'm picking up Daniel Vogelback. Picking up a stick. They have to be in some deep doo-doo to be bringing Daniel Vogelback back to this team. So, by the way, today, of course, ceremonial opening day, all of that stuff. So they are honoring the 2000 National League champions and the 2015 National League champions, obviously teams that didn't win the World Series but gave us great memories. So did you see who the 2 representatives are for those 2 teams? So
Matt Harvey has to be one, right?
No, he's not. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. We had dinner with 2 of them.
Oh, yes, we did. Oh, God. Yeah, Al Leiter.
Yep.
And Johnny Franco.
That's right. So Al Leiter and John Franco will be representing the 2000 team. The 2015 team.
Okay.
This was interesting to me. One is a fan favorite. The other one, I haven't thought about this man in years and years and years. One of the biggest fan favorites the Mets have had in a long time because of his physical appearance. That's a big clue right there.
Yeah, no, I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
Bartolo Colon.
Okay. Actually, I saw this yesterday because I saw the Mets put out a some sort of social media thing with him in it.
Yeah. And the other one I'm not going to make you guess because to me I totally had not been thinking about this guy for 10 years. Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
wow.
Juan Lagares. So those will be your 4 guys that come back, and I guess they do the ceremonial first pitch and everything else, and we'll see the Citi Field experience. And
what do you think Bartolo looks like?
I'm sure exactly the same. Like, guys who get to that level, they just kind of stay at that level.
Do you think he goes out there and tries to show the Mets that he can still pitch?
I'm sure he would love that. But, I mean, he can't get it up past 80 miles an hour.
Can't get it up at all.
Probably not, unless he's using Nugenics. Unless Frank Thomas mailed him some Nugenics in the mail. Maybe that helped him out. Or some Blue Chew. Or some, what are some of the other ones? That there was the Mango something that Marash was Mango.
Marash was using Mango?
Mango RX, I think it was called.
That Marash is using?
Yeah, Marash did.
How old is Marash?
He is 38, 39.
What does he need Mango RX for?
Well, I mean, he's an unhealthy guy. Probably has ED issues, the food that he's putting in his body, those type of things, I mean, it's not just for those who can't get it up. He probably wants to keep it up type of thing, too.
What, for like 3 hours?
I don't know. You got to ask him. But, yeah, he was chewing on that stuff to get a stiffy, Mango RX, Sean Morash. So maybe Bartolo Colon's getting some of that stuff.
Where did you hear this?
On the air. It was like last year. He was doing commercials for Mango RX.
Oh, he was doing commercials. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he was doing commercials for Mango RX. I mean,
like we use Chef IQ Sense, he uses Mango RX.
Right, and I did like a month's worth of Blue Chew. But I just read. I didn't do it. Chew it. Actually,
okay.
I'm saying I did a month's worth of reads for Blue Chew, but I wasn't an endorsement. I was just like, go get your Blue Chew, whatever.
But he actually said he was using Mango RX.
Yeah, right. Having trouble getting a boner? Yeah, I mean he was.
Oh boy,
he was doing it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if anymore. I don't know if we got like a big stash of it sent to his house. Like we got like a bunch of Celsius sent here. I don't know if we got a ton of Mango RX to last for his lifetime. So when he's 60, he can go into a drawer as long as it hasn't expired and chew a couple more Mango RXs. You never know. But anyway, so there you go.
30s.
Al Leiter and John Franco both look tremendous. They're in great shape, both of those guys. They look awesome. And then Bartolo Colon doesn't necessarily.
This is going to be like who can throw it the best.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to throw the best strike.
I mean, John Franco does not turn down any invites, man. This guy is everywhere. He's at Knicks games. He's at Ranger games.
He's like Sean Landeta.
I mean, it is getting.
He's Sean Landeta.
I mean, and he puts every time that he's up on a jumbotron, he posts it on his Instagram.
Good for him.
It's great. He loves being John Franco, and I would too.
Yeah, by the way, you would love being John Franco too.
Yeah. There was a time I told you he screwed me one time.
Out in Sag Harbor.
Yeah. Where someone recognized me from the show, didn't recognize him.
And then he walked away with his bread.
At some point, because he had the hat pulled down, and at some point they were going to recognize him, and he just ditched me in that spot, and then this guy cornered me, and he's like, see ya. He just walked away with his baguette.
Right. You should have told the guy, hey, that's John Franco.
I almost did.
I mean, that's what I would do.
I almost did.
And by the way, I did get a message last night, speaking of old decrepit athletes.
Wally Zerbiak?
No. So my buddy was at a Cardinal Hayes event. Yeah.
Phil Simms.
Yeah. Hey, I'm listening to Phil Simms roast you at a Cardinal Hayes event. A buddy of mine is being honored. That's the message I got last night.
Well, yeah. I mean.
And then I just said, I'm sure he's laying into me pretty good. He loves doing that. He's such a meanie.
Well, he's got to do it. That's his number one hit. It's like when you go see your favorite band and you're expecting them to play their number one hit. When you go see Phil Simms somewhere, you're expecting him to roast you. That's what he does.
Well, somebody got to him because that trip I took out to San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Somebody referred to me as Phil when I was checking in.
All right.
And I got up there on stage. I said, I know maybe this disappoints you, but I'm not Phil Simms.
I think you're definitely more of a national draw than Phil is.
No, I don't agree with that. He's I think we're about equal.
No.
I mean, he signs that Super Bowl MVP thing all the time.
Yeah, I know. But I just think from just like an NFL culture standpoint.
No. I think you got to remember how many games he did. as an announcer, how many games he played, led a team to 2 Super Bowls.
I mean, how many games and broadcasts have you done in your life?
About, we're probably similar. I think he actually lasted a little bit longer overall at CBS than I did.
I know you like a good stiff poll, as you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be our audience just voting for you, but I mean, that would be a good poll. Who is Q rating, or for lack of a better term, or who is more famous nationally?
All these Balance of Nature commercials now. I mean, he's all over the place. He told me he just shot a whole new bunch of those.
Oh, did
and
he?
They had him throwing the ball down at Rutgers. They shot the commercials at Rutgers.
Oh, okay.
And, he was ripping it around over there, he was telling me.
No, not just to pander to Boomer here, and I'm not doing that either. I tell the truth. Eddie, more famous nationally, Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason?
I have to go Boomer.
Al?
Yeah, I'm going to say Boomer as well.
And you guys work with me every day.
I don't think, but this is not a pandering thing.
And by the way, I don't really care. And I don't know why you bring crap up like this. It does not matter. Does not matter.
It got
Does not matter.
Well, what really does matter in the end, Boomer,
Making money.
Yeah. And you guys are really good at that.
Man, I was do-re me and all over the place today.
All right,
Friday around here.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I saw you were handing out cash to people like you were Monty Hall.
Come on down.
It's Boomer and Gio on the Fan at CBS Sports Network.